Hey guys, welcome back. So in this part we're going to go ahead and add back all the edge loops that we took off the this mesh. So we can go ahead and smooth it again, and then we'll go ahead and move to the bottom piece. So the first thing I want to fix is we'll probably add in this loop that we took off accidentally. So let's go ahead and do that now. So let's just use our insert edge loop tool and cut it across here, and then we're going to join it up with the interactive split tool. So there we go, and let's just cut that in. And I think you might have gotten rid of a couple of other ones as well, so we're going to have to go ahead and check with the cleanup tool again. So let's go ahead and isolate this and then go to mesh cleanup again. Just to check if you got rid of any of the faces that we shouldn't have, and we have. And the way you can tell easily is when you select it and click apply. You can tell here the result is selected a couple of faces. So this is actually 2 faces, I think. So now what we can do is, if you can't see it, we can go ahead and just isolate them. Okay, and that will give us the faces that we need to fix. Okay, so it gives us one down here, so let's go ahead and check this one out first. So unisolate, and there we go, there's a problem. Okay, so this edge loop that we just added doesn't go all the way around, so let's go ahead and fix that right now. Let's just isolate this, and then we're going to use our insert edge loop tool and add a loop down here, and then again manually connect it up with the interactive split like so. And let's just make sure that this goes around where it needs to. Okay, so it comes around here, and we're gonna have to join it up just around here. Okay, so interactive split again, and let's just join it up. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that again, see if we got any more faces that need fixing. So mesh cleanup, hit apply, and we don't have any left apparently, so that's really good. The way we know that we don't have any is that when we select it and run cleanup on it again, as you can tell down here, it just says result and then nothing after that, so that should mean that we don't have anything. We can go ahead and try to isolate, and these are just edges. So it's fine. We can double check it. If you just check this face it gave us, these are all quads, okay, as far as I can tell, so everything is all good. Okay, cool. So now that we have it cleaned up, let's go ahead and add in all the edge loops that we need again. So this will hold this shape, and then we can go ahead and move down to the bottom piece. And let me just put this on the side and get my reference up on the side as well, so in case we need it later on. Okay, so let's go ahead and start in this corner again. Usual business, just add in all the loops. Okay, so we're obviously going to need one there and here as well. I'm going to have to add some extra ones on this inner piece, but that should be okay. So we have gotten rid of this one as well, and I think we got rid of the inner bit of that as well. Yeah, we did. Sorry. Okay, so that should be all good. Let me just come back to the top corner. Okay, and that looks fine. So let's go ahead and work our way down. And I'm just gonna select this edge for me so it's easier to navigate around, and then press F. So let's go back to insert edge, and we're going to add one down here. Obviously we're going to need one getting around here as well, and there. Okay, so making sure, let's do make sure that you do this fairly slowly, because you might not notice if you missed out any edges. So just make sure you take your time with this. And what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and delete the history on this. So go to edit, delete all by type, history in case, so it should speed some performance up hopefully. Okay, so it looks like we're missing an edge here. Oops, got a bit too much. So again, insert edge loop and add that in here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and do the bottom bit. Alright, so that should be fine. We do have a few long faces here we're going to have to fix up in a bit. And now I'm going to go around to the front, okay, and make sure that these have their loops that we have gotten rid of. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and select an edge somewhere here I can focus on, and that way it's easier to navigate around. So again, use our insert edge loop tool, and I'm going to need one going around here. Okay, I need one going around here as well. We should really fix these loops so they go upwards, but I think that actually might cause us more problems than any good. So I think we're just going to leave that as it is. And again, we have some long faces around here as well, but we can always go ahead and fix these later on. And now I'm just checking the other side. And again, I'm going to select an edge and focus on that so it's easier to navigate around. And use our insert edge loop tool to go ahead and add these in. And let's go ahead and check this other side as well. Okay, so that looks pretty much fine. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and check this bottom piece, because I remember that we took an edge off here. It seems like that there is a double edge going on here, or something. So let's go ahead and try to investigate what's going on here. Alright, that's just the bottom edge loop, so that's not that bad actually. We should move it up because it's super low. Right, so that is actually that loop. I don't know why it goes there, but let's just double check it again. Just double click it. Okay, so that should be fine. We should be able to just drag this up a bit. Okay, so it's not that close, and it should be okay. And let's go ahead and add in this loop here. Okay, oops, don't need that second one. I think everything else is fine over here. Okay, let's go ahead and do that on the other side as well. And actually, that one has it, so it should be okay. Right, so I think most of it is pretty much done apart from these. So let's go ahead and add these in, because we got rid of these as well. So this can hold its shape. And same here. And I don't think this one will need one. Hopefully not. I'm just following it around, and if you don't know which one I'm doing, it's this middle one here. And that should be pretty much fine. Let's just go back here. And work our way around. And again, I'm just going to select an edge and focus on that so it's easier to navigate around it. Okay, and I think this edge loop is fine, but I'm just going to check at the front. Yeah, that should be okay, apart from here. So let's add one in here. And I'm just going to check these other sides as well. Yeah, these going to need them as well. So here, there, probably up here as well. Okay, that should be all good. And now we come to this bit, and I think we're pretty much nearly done. And like I said, it is a little bit painful, especially if you don't know what these edges do. then it's definitely very painful to do and follow along. But hopefully, because you guys built these as well, made this mesh, and we've been adding on a million edge loops, you should understand what these loops are doing, so you shouldn't find it too difficult to move these around, hopefully. Okay, so I just moved that edge up a bit, and now I'm just checking if it caused any problems, and it hasn't, so it's all good. And let's just do the final check on this corner, and I think we're done. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and smooth it and see if it's all good. So I'm just checking this top corner, that looks pretty much fine. Okay, that's all good. And I'm just going to check the inside of this cut that we've done, or extrusion, and that looks pretty much done. And I'm just going to check the bottom as well, and it should be fine, apart from this little freak out that we get here. Ooh. Let's just have a look what's going on. So I'm just going to go ahead and push this edge down, or, well, we can leave, actually no, let's go ahead and push it down. So I'm just going to grab this vertex and that vertex and that one, and it should be okay. So I'm missing an edge there, so that's fine. We're just going to move this down and then use the insert edge loop to add another loop here. Okay, and let's go ahead and select this vert and move this one down as well. Okay, that should be good. And let's just go ahead and check the other side as well. And this one's gonna need moving as well a little bit. And I think I'm gonna sneeze. Right, so I just had a massive sneeze. I had to cut out, but I'm back and I'm alive, so that's all good. Let's go ahead and carry on moving these verts down a bit. So I'm gonna select all these three, push it down, and let's just push a couple of these down a bit more. I'm going super crazy about this. We shouldn't really move these down too much. Okay, so that's all good. Let's go ahead and smooth this and see how it's looking, and get rid of the wireframe. Okay, let's go ahead and, right, okay, so we got problems here and there and there. Getting some problems there. So yeah, we missed out quite a lot of loops, so let's go ahead and fix them. That's on smooth. And let's start with this first. Okay, and obviously we're missing loops up here. So we're gonna need it there. Gonna need it. Where else do we need it? So again, I'm just gonna select that and zoom in on that. Okay, so obviously you're gonna need one on the inside, and I'm pretty sure we missed it on the bottom as well. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's go and smooth again, see what happens. So that's a bit better. Okay. So let's go ahead and see if we missed any others with this part, and it seems to be fine. It seems to be okay. Let me just double check this. This edge is a bit high. But once we add in a couple of extra loops here, it should smooth a little bit better. So again, I'm just going to smooth this, see if we missed anything else. And again, this seems a little bit soft, but once we add in an extra loop or two here to make these faces smaller, it should smooth okay. So let's go ahead and do this issue here. So obviously I'm missing a loop going here. So it should be all fine, and that one has one, and let's just check on the other side. These should smooth okay, hopefully. Okay, that looks pretty much there. These seem to be fine, so okay. This looks okay. It looks a bit soft, but once we add in a couple of extra loops here as well, this should smooth a little bit nicer. Okay, so that's good. All this seems to be good, and again I think we might have to add a couple of loops here, and we might go ahead and fix this up a little bit, so we'll keep his shape a little bit better, but I think this should be fine for now. Okay, so it looks pretty much there. This corner looks okay. Alright, so I think we've done a pretty good job. This seems to be freaking out, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. So when I smooth it, seems like a couple of verts haven't been merged. So I'm just gonna go ahead and test them. Okay, now let me just focus in on it. Oh, there we go. And I'm not really sure which one it is, but you can figure out just by moving a couple of these. Right, so this one. So let's go ahead and select these two and merge them. And this is still really weird. So let's just go ahead and use the merge vertex tool instead. Snap it. Actually, that might not have been the one. That's weird. Let's go ahead and move this one. Okay, that seems fine. This one seems fine. Only that one seems odd, so I don't really understand what's going on there. Let's just move this one out again. Let's move out this way. Okay, so that's a bit weird. Don't really know what's going on there. But what we can do to try to fix this is delete these two edges and then use the interactive split to cut across. Okay, so I'm back. I just had a little bit of a crash there, so I had to do it again. But instead what I did, I just imported the mesh that I already done. Okay, so but literally if yours crashed too, you can just go ahead and cut that across and that should fix that problem, I think. Okay, so after we've done all that, this should smooth quite nicely. Okay, and what we're just going to do before we go ahead and move on to the next piece is we're going to go ahead and add in some extra loops that will sort of get rid of these long faces. It should make it smooth a little bit nicer. So let's just use our insert edge loop tool and add one in there, and we're going to need a couple in here as well around the back, and it does go all the way around, which is a little bit of an issue here, but it should be fine. So I'm just going to add one there, and we might need to add a couple in here as well, and it's not really necessary. It will still be fine when you go ahead and smooth it or render it, but it just helps to smooth this a little bit nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and divide this up as well. Oops. Okay. And that way, when we go ahead and smooth this, it should smooth a lot more uniformly, and it will be a little bit nicer. Okay. But you don't have to do it, so it's not that necessary. Okay. Right, so we've done that. We can go ahead and start working on the bottom piece. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and isolate this and also turn, well, we can go ahead and just work on the bottom piece. Okay, so that's all good. So basically with this bottom piece, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do the same thing that we've done on the top. So we're going to have to get rid of all these edge loops. So let's go ahead and do that now. or start it anyway. Running a bit low on time, but let's go ahead and start doing this. So again, we're going to go ahead and start deleting these edges. And again, gotta be a little bit careful with what we're deleting. So I'm going to come around to the front here and see what is doing what. Okay, so these two are supports, so we don't need. That one is a support we don't need. That's the main one. Okay, and let's go ahead and try to do. This one is obviously a support, I think, but let's just make sure to go around. Okay, yeah, that's a support, so let's get rid of that. And there's another one here as well. That seems to be a support, so let's go get rid of that. Okay, and this one is a support as well. Now I wonder where it's going. So that comes around here, we can get rid of that. And that means that this one must be support as well. It goes around the bottom here. Okay, so you can get rid of that. Good. We probably gonna push this in quite a lot, like all the way where this is. So we might as well want to get rid of these just to make our life a little bit easier. And you're gonna have to get rid of a lot of these as well. So that one, definite. That's a support. Okay, and same with these. And then just work our way down. So most likely the middle one is going to be the one that's actually holding something, like I said earlier. And then the one above and below is just the support edge. Okay, so that looks pretty clean. Something that we can work with. And I'm just going to, yeah, okay, so that looks fine. You didn't touch the original shape. Okay, so this is what we're going to start working with, and we probably, because on the inside here, we get this bit here, we're most likely going to go ahead and rework this as well a little bit. So let's go ahead and get rid of this loop in here. We're probably going to push this whole inner wall back all the way here, okay, and push this outer wall in all the way like here flat. So you're going to flatten this whole piece out, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging than the last one, but we should be able to squeeze that in. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next part. We're just going to go ahead and start cutting this in.